Alright guys, we are starting out today here at home. No, we are actually not working on the Saturn Sky like I originally thought in the last video, but you already knew that by the title. Quick update on the Blazer. I'm working on replacing all of the weather stripping. Got the part of the driver's side done. Really, what happened is I just wanted to replace these guys because they were super cracked. You can see here, they are pretty much gone. So really wanted to get those done, just make it look a little bit nicer. But I saw the whole kit to get everything for the front. It was pretty much the same price as like two of those, or just like an extra 20 or 30 bucks. So I got a kit for everything, and these were broken too, and we're letting in a lot of air. So I'm working on that. I got the window out. I broke the clip that slides up in this little track here in the window. So had to buy a new one of those. And it's going to take me probably another hour here or so to finish this up. But we're not working on that today. Let's get over to Lance's garage and get to stripping out the rest of this interior on the old Duramax. Alright, so here we are at the Duramax cab. And I was just going to do some sort of time-lapse sort of thing, except for I literally have to get the rest of the interior stripped out today. I'm going to take the dash out. Because there's some different wiring and stuff which I didn't realize, because the 05 didn't have the 6-speed transmission, so the steering column wiring and stuff is different. I'm not sure what all else is different, but I know that's one of the things. So this is going to be my day getting this stuff out, and I figured why not make a video while I'm doing it. So yeah, that's what we're doing. And for anybody stopping by who's new, my name's Spencer. This is TopLineRacer. Rebuilding some trucks. That's pretty much all you need to know. Oh, other thing, my beard is way too long. It's been quarantine type of deal here, stay at home, so haven't had a big need to shave it, but it's getting a little, like too much. It's too much. So I think we're gonna start just pulling off the door panels first, and then we'll go to the dash after that. These side panels, all that stuff, and the headliner. So these door panels are not difficult to remove. Those guys just pop out. Sometimes you break the little clips off of them, but you know, price of doing the work. And then you got, pull this guy off. This is already apart, so we can pull those guys out. It's like a screw there is already out. I don't think there's any along the bottom. It's been a while since I've taken one of these door panels off. And yeah, just 7mm here, and we'll pop this guy off so that the door handle will come out around. And then it should just lift up, I think. There might be a screw in here, I'm not sure. Now this guy, oh, we gotta pull that guy out too. Now this guy should just lift up. Yep, perfect. Got one wire still. Done. Alright, rear ones I assume are pretty much the same. I don't know that I've ever pulled door panels off of a crew cab before, actually. So the rear ones anyways. But yeah, I think there's another screw right there, so pretty sure it's the same. Look at all the money that we got out of the carpet. And that's not like me actually looking for money and throwing it there. Like, there's at least 3 or 4 times that still left in the carpet. So we might have made more money off of the change from buying this truck than the truck cost. We'll have to see. I don't know. Oh, somebody had a screw in there. Oh, there's one up front. Okay, I broke this. I missed the screw. Bolt right there. That's on me, guys. I messed that up. So yeah, if you're doing these, you'll definitely want to take that screw out, because otherwise you kind of rip it out of the door panel itself, which is what I did. So that's why this is not an instructional channel, because I'm just figuring everything out as I go. But look how much dust and sand is inside here. It's like completely covered. I found, and it's somewhere in that carpet there, but I found a card from Florida in there. So I think that's where this truck's originally from and why it's pretty much rust-free. Since you already saw the side over there already be replaced, for this door panel, we'll just do a little bit of... So this one here, I actually was going to do the finger snap thing, but because the driver's side one was so already like half taken off. So one of the things, a couple of the ones I wanted to mention were there's one in here that you got to get. That's why you got to pop that off. Do not take this clip, the control panel, whatever, off because there is a screw on the underside that you can't get, and you're going to break the tab if you take it off beforehand. I know that because I've done it a bunch of times. This one here is just a little push pin. And then this guy over here is a Torx. And then you got your other one in here that we took off on the other one too. But otherwise, then you should be able to just lift up. This is only off because it was falling off and I just pulled it while I was there. And now it should come off like it did. You just got to disconnect your wires behind here. And then with the door panels done, I think we're going to take out this nasty, all the nasty padding, which we got to get these guys out first. Seems like they're stuck on that guy. There it goes. Sweet. And if you're asking yourself, why is he piling all of this stuff right behind the cab that has to come out of the garage? I don't have a good answer for that. I should have probably kept the cab back my direction and then piled the stuff in front. But it's a little too late for that now. Well, look at that shiny floor under there. Too bad. Alright. Still gross. Should have done that on the other side. Putting all the bolts back in the holes because I'm super organized. Oh, it's a tougher one. So I don't know what jerk decided to switch to Phillips, like right in the middle of it. So the one in here is Phillips, the rest of these are Torx. Out. All right, with the headliner and pretty much the back area of the truck basically stripped out. We got some vents and stuff back there. We probably will take the sound deadening material stuff out of the doors too at some point here. But it's pretty much, the back section's pretty much ready for paint. Still got to pull off weather stripping, that type of stuff. But the big thing now is the dash. So I'm going to get to cracking on it. And I don't know how long it'll take. I've never pulled one of these dashes out before, but it can't be that bad. I had to bust out the 7mm. GM uses basically 7mm everywhere on their interiors. There's one. Found another screw. See, we got for the top section is I've never taken one of these off. I see some Phillips screws here. I don't see a lot down here. That looks like all pop clips. Got some more 7s the whole way around here. Those will have to come out. I'm gonna guess there's more Phillips probably on the other side. I don't see anything up front. It looks like they probably slide in, yeah. Slide into some slots up front. Yeah, we got these guys with another 7 there. So I'm gonna start out with that stuff and see what else I find as we go here. Gonna guess that these vents probably have to come out. Maybe not. I'm going to leave them there for the moment. They might be able to come with. They might slide out. Now, if you're asking yourself, does he have a 1/2 inch impact with a reducer down to 3/8 down to a 1/4 inch for the 7mm? The answer is yes, I do. I also have 3/8 7mm too, which I could have used, but I didn't. Theoretically, from what I see, should be able to pull this dash out, but we're gonna have to find out. Uh-oh. Well, that broke. Okay, there was one behind there. This one had already broken. Okay. So yeah, you're supposed to take those guys out for sure. Little, oh, okay, all right. So there's little white clips inside here that you gotta just push in on. I don't think I got that one. Whew. That's serious. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Don't see any other holders. What happens when you let the cab outside? Oh, I think I got one wire up front. Oh, all right, good. And so now that I know how to take the dash out, it's really not that difficult. It's pretty straightforward. Just a reminder that there is 2 screws if you're taking your own out right there inside the vents, which I should have popped them out. I know that. I was just being lazy. So other than that, and then there's these 2 white clips right here. Just push in on them. That's how you get the bar out of there. So we probably can transfer it over from the Whistling Diesel truck, even though it's really not in that great of shape. The other thing is I don't think we're going to do the Escalade dash. I think we're just going to keep it very similar to what it was. What we are going to try our hand at, I think, is painting this one, because as they all do, this one's pretty rough as far as all the paint being scratched off. I mean, GM paints them from the factory, so we're just going to get the factory GM paint and paint over it. So, and if it sucks, then we'll just get a new one. All right, now that I struggled through getting the dash off the top here, the top pad, I got to take the steering column out, mainly because they're different between the two trucks. I don't know that I need to take everything else out at this point, because it's not going to affect paint that much. So I'm just going to work on the steering column and probably some wiring. I don't know how in depth or where it all goes, but the wiring between the two trucks is different. So we'll see. Oh, and for everyone who has asked, which I was surprised that so many people knew that there was like a special Regency cluster, but I guess everybody noticed it and loves it. We are keeping the Regency cluster from the other truck. So rest assured, that one's going to make it over to this truck. We got some more way back in there. I don't know if you can see them, but there's another set back in there. We're pretty far. All right, I did kind of fast forward here. I got the bolts out because they were sort of tough to film, and it then fell down. So I gotta just get all the wiring done here. It should be good to go. And we're getting packages delivered, so there's some noise. There we go. All right. So with this out, if you're taking one out at home, you got two bolts here that kind of hold it in place. There's a cover that goes down underneath with, I think, 4 10mm as well to get to these bolts. Then you just got some connectors and stuff. And disconnect your shift linkage and disconnect it here as well. So other than that, I just slid it out. Really not too bad, but did take me longer than I had hoped. All right, now we're taking a little break because we just got this package in the mail. I think you guys are going to want to see what's in here. Oh, boy. Yeah, baby. We got the Milwaukee 2767, I believe. Yep, right there. That's the big guy. That's the 1,400 foot-pounds of torque coming off. I think it's like 1,100 back on, but off is definitely more important. The only sad part about it is it's just the bare tool. We still need batteries. We might just get the battery adapter because we have a bunch of DeWalt stuff. And they both use 18-volt batteries, so I don't think we would lose any power. I've never used one of the battery adapters before, so if somebody has, let me know. But we're thinking we're just going to use our DeWalt stuff. So, because we got, I don't know, another 5 or 6 batteries for DeWalt, rather than spending the, like, I don't know, $100 a piece or whatever for Milwaukee batteries. But we'll get them if we have to. So that is literally the most exciting thing ever. This will do more than like most air stuff will. So pretty much good to go with that from here on out. So I'm basically done with the interior part for today. I'm just going to pull off these lights here, mirrors, and then I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I'll take off like door handles and stuff like that, probably off camera. And then I'm going to consider that to be the end of the stripping the Duramax cab, which took way longer than I ever planned. But, you know, such is life. All right, that's easy enough. Well, that's gone. Alright, so then this guy here, if you're doing mirrors on a Chevy, I'm going to show you one of the dumbest things that GM did, at least in my opinion, and that is, you can get to all 3 bolts right in here, 3 10mm, not a big deal at all, but then they ran, and this one's already partially loose, but then they ran your wire the whole way down inside the door. So even though you can get all the bolts without taking the door panel off, like you have the panel right here, it makes it real easy, you still have to take the door panel off if you want to get the wire out. So they could have made it a lot easier with just having a connection up in here, but they didn't. And with those mirrors coming off, it is time to wrap this video up. I don't know exactly how long it's going to be, but it seems like it's going to be pretty long. All right, guys. Thank you again so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share. Watch the ads. Wash your hands. You know, do the whole thing. Thanks for watching.